Manage workplace safety and health in construction sites, MWSHCS. Manage workplace safety and health in construction sites, MWSHCS. Learning objectives from WSCS. 1. Understand the legal obligations of duty holders, including a project manager of a worksite, under the new WSH framework. 2. Perform the role and duty as chairman of WSH committee. 3. Plan and implement safety program for construction activities including working at height, mechanical and electrical works, material handling, scaffolding and excavation. 4. Plan and implement an occupational health program for construction activities. 5. Plan and implement risk management program for all construction activities. 6. Establish the procedures for incident reporting and accident investigation. 7. Establish and implement safety and health management system in worksite. 8. Plan and participate safety and health audit and review in worksite. Legal requirement. Any person who is appointed as a project manager is to be in charge of all construction activities in building and engineering construction worksites of a contract sum of $10 million or more to attend and pass the construction safety course for project managers before undertaking such project. PS1. Understand the legal obligations of duty holders, including the project manager of a worksite, under the new WSH framework UK 1. Understanding Workplace Safety and Health Legislations Lesson 1. UK 1. Understanding Workplace Safety and Health Legislations Course Contents. The Need for Reform. Principles of New WSH Framework. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. Scope and coverage of WSHA. Legal obligations of various stakeholders. Enforcement strategy to ensure compliance. General penalties for contravention. Business under surveillance, BUS, program. Demerit point scheme, DPS. Subsidiary legislations. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. Implementing WSH 2018 for construction industry. Call for reform. Major accidents in 2004. High-profile accidents shook public's confidence in workplace safety and health and raised expectations for higher standards. High business and opportunity costs of accidents given our population and density of buildings. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. The WSH Act is the key legal instrument supporting the WSH framework in Singapore. It was enacted on March 1, 2006, replacing the Factories Act. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. The Workplace Safety and Health Act is an essential part of the new framework to cultivate good safety habits in all individuals so as to engender a strong safety culture in our workplace. It requires stakeholders to take reasonably practicable measures to ensure the safety and health of workers and other people that are affected by the work being carried out. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. The WSH Act has 4 key features. It places the responsibility for workplace safety on all stakeholders along lines of control at the workplace. It focuses on workplace safety and health systems and outcomes, rather than merely on compliance. It facilitates effective enforcement through the issuance of remedial orders. It imposes higher penalties for noncompliance and risky behavior. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. At present, the WSHA covers the industry's sectors that were previously covered under the Factories Act, i.e., factories, shipyards and construction worksites. This is found in the first schedule of the Act. Eventually, the scope of the Act will be expanded to protect workers in workplaces in all sectors. The expansion will be carried out in phases, and the timing will be decided in consultation with industry partners. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. What is a workplace? A workplace is any premises where people carry out work and includes a factory. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. The WSH Act also recognizes that a broad range of stakeholders have a part to play in ensuring the safety and health of workers and other persons who may be affected by the work being carried out. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. Does the ministry require all workplaces to be registered? No. Only factories are required to be registered with the ministry. This is the same arrangement under the Factories Act regime. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. What is my legal responsibility under the Act? Your legal responsibility will depend on the capacity that you are in, i.e., as an employer or occupier of the workplace or both. Under the Act, you are required to take reasonably practicable measures to ensure the safety and health of your workers, employees or other persons who may be affected by your undertaking. Please refer to a guide to the Workplace Safety and Health Act for more information on the duties and responsibility of each of the stakeholders. Workplace Safety and Health Act, WSHA. What is the penalty for failure to comply with the Act? An individual person is liable upon conviction to a maximum fine of $200,000 or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or to both. A corporate body is liable upon conviction to a maximum fine of $500,000. Scope and coverage of WSHA. The WSHA covers high-risk industries previously covered under the Factories Act, i.e., factories, shipyards and construction worksites. Eventually, all workplace will be covered under this Act. MOM will consult industry sectors and work with the Workplace Safety and Health Advisory Committee when expanding the scope of the Act in phases over the next 3 to 5 years. Scope and coverage of WSHA. News sector with effect Form 1st of March 2008. 6 news sector will be covered under the WSHA. They are healthcare activities, veterinary activities, hotel, food and beverage sectors, water supply, sewage, and waste management, landscape and maintenance services activities, service allied to transportation of goods. Scope and coverage of WSHA. Duty holders under the new liability regime. Part 4 of the WSHA. Legal obligations of various stakeholders. Responsibilities of stakeholders. If you are an employer, you must, as far as reasonably practicable, protect the safety and health of employees or workers working under your direct control, as well as all who may be affected by their work. Your duties include conducting risk assessments to remove or control risks to workers at the workplace, maintaining safe work facilities and arrangements for the workers at work, ensuring safety in machinery, equipment, plant, articles, substances and work processes at the workplace, developing and implementing control measures for dealing with emergencies, providing workers with adequate instruction, information, training and supervision. Legal obligations of various stakeholders. If you are a principal, you are required to take, so far as is reasonably practical, such measures as are necessary to ensure that the contractor you engaged has the competency to carry out the work you engaged them for, has taken adequate safety and health measures necessary in relation to any machinery, equipment, plant, article or process used by the contractor or the contractor's employees. However, if you are involved in directing the work of your contractors or subcontractors you hired, your duties are the same as that of an employer. Note: a principal is any person or organization who engages another person or organization to supply labor or perform work under a contract for service. Legal obligations of various stakeholders. If you are an occupier, you must, as far as reasonably practicable, ensure that the workplace, all entrances to and exits from the workplace, and all machinery, equipment, plants, articles and substances within are safe and without risk to the health of any person within those premises, even if the person is not one of your employees. As an occupier, you may also be responsible for the common areas used by your employees and contractors. Occupier of the common area is responsible for the following: electric generators and motors located in the common area, hoists and lifts, lifting gear, lifting appliances and lifting machines located in the common area, means of entry into or exit from the common area, any machinery or plant located in the common area. Enforcement strategy to ensure compliance. Enforcement strategy will be targeted, intelligence-led, employing different regulatory tools appropriate for the breach. prosecution, composition fines, letters of warning, stop work orders, remedial orders, notice of noncompliance. Focus will be to improve OSH performance and not just penalizing noncompliance. General penalties for contravention. The Factories Act contains a stepped penalty regime based on the harm done. The inadequacy of this regime is that it does not allow for meaningful penalties as cases where there are severe lapses, but fortuitously no accidents have occurred. General penalties for contravention. Business Under Surveillance, BUS, Program. Business Under Surveillance, BUS, Program is a systemic intervention tool to regulate poor-performing companies to focus on developing and implementing a robust safety and health management system to improve their WSH performance. Business Under Surveillance, BUS, Program. This program is divided into two phases, the assessment and the surveillance phase. In the assessment phase, companies who have had fatal accidents, demonstrated poor WSH management, such as poor site conditions that result in stop work orders, or have had accumulate a number of demerit points would typically be considered for entry into the BUS program. Business Under Surveillance, BUS, Program. In the surveillance phase, OSHD requires the company's management to develop and commit to a comprehensive and sustainable action plan. The company is held accountable to their proposed action plan and reports the implementation progress on a regular basis to OSHD. In addition, inspections are carried out frequently by the OSHD surveillance branch to verify the progress made. The company will exit from the program upon demonstrating significant improvement in its WSH performance and management. Demerit Point Scheme, DPS. All main and subcontractors in the construction sector will be issued with demerit points for breaches under the Workplace Safety and Health Act and relevant subsidiary legislation. The number of demerit points awarded depends on the severity of the infringement. A contractor that has received more than 18 demerit points within a 12-month period will receive a formal warning from the Ministry of Manpower, MOM. Continued accumulation of demerit points will result in more stringent corrective actions. For example, if a worksite of a main contractor accumulates more than 18 demerit points, the worksite will have limited access to work permit holders for 6 months. If a contractor continues to commit workplace safety and health offenses, applications from the company for new and renewal of all types of work passes for all foreign employees will be rejected by MOM. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. By mapping out the key strategies and priority areas for improving WSH outcomes, WSH 2015 has played a critical role in guiding stakeholders' efforts. With the workplace fatality rate in 2007 standing at 2.9 per 100,000 workers, Singapore is well on track to meet, even surpass, the 2018 target of 2.5 per 100,000 workers. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. MOM and the WSH Council agreed that a more ambitious target was achievable. In April 2008, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong announced a new goal to reduce the workplace fatality rate to less than 1.8 per 100,000 workers by 2018. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. The WSH 2018 strategy will lead to better WSH outcomes, by setting out to create a good WSH regime that is characterized by fewer risks. This will reduce disruptions to production and service capacities, as well as enhance business profitability. National Workplace Safety and Health Strategy WSH 2018. A strategy for better WSH outcomes. WSH 2018 will also put Singapore in good stead to become a trusted reference for WSH. In so doing, Singapore will be in a position to export its WSH services, such as consultancy and education services, to the region and beyond. Implementing WSH 2018 for construction industry. Better WSH standards in the construction sector will benefit more than 360,000 workers currently employed in the sector. The plan provides a comprehensive guide for the collective efforts of the construction sector. It outlines initiatives to help the sector develop a progressive and pervasive WSH culture and to ensure sustainable continuous improvement in WSH. The plan outlines the key stakeholder groups in the construction sector that play important roles on influencing overall WSH standards. They include the developers, who are financiers of construction projects. Developers have a big influence over the behavior of downstream stakeholders and can play a critical role in influencing their WSH performance. The architects, including the designers, need to work closely with contractors and other stakeholders to identify potential construction and maintenance hazards, and mitigate risks at the design stage. Implementing WSH 2018 for construction industry. The contractors, main and subcontractors, have to allocate sufficient resources for WSH and should seek continuous improvements in WSH management systems to achieve high WSH standards. The WSH professionals need to be cognizant of the risks present in the various construction processes, and help companies continuously improve their WSH performance. In-house WSH personnel should ensure proper implementation of risk management measures, drive various WSH initiatives, including monitoring key WSH performance indicators, as well as provide regular feedback on improvements. Implementing WSH 2018 for construction industry. The project managers, resident engineers, clerks of works, supervisors, and workers, as personnel on the ground, play an important role in workplace safety and health management, by being vigilant about WSH risks and managing hazards and WSH risks at an individual level.